Rangers manager Danny Rohl has come under fierce scrutiny following a stinging assessment from CBS, with claims that the German coach has been set up to fail at Ibrox. The pundits didn't hold back in their televised discussion, questioning the club's direction, recruitment strategy, and the expectations being placed on Rohl as he attempts to steady a faltering side. Their remarks have sparked widespread debate among supporters, many of whom remain divided over whether Rohl has been given the tools to succeed or left fighting a losing battle from the start. Let's break this down in today's video, along with all the other Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. But first, Austin Trusty should have been sent off against Rangers last weekend, according to the Scottish FA's key match incident panel. The Celtic defender avoided a red card for his challenge on Jack Butland, arriving very late after the goalkeeper had the ball secured in both hands and landing a boot on his head. Referee Nick Walsh awarded a yellow card and was not asked to review his decision by the VAR. Rangers players were incensed at the time, and the club contacted the SFA this week for clarification on the decision and the general officiating of the game. Had Trusty been sent off, it would have evened up the numbers after Taylor Asgard's earlier red. Danny Rohl's side managed to take the game to extra time, but the numerical disadvantage eventually told. The KMI has now given their verdict on the decision, with the majority of the panel saying it was the wrong call. On Walsh's decision to flash a yellow card, the panel voted 2-1 against him, and it was the same outcome on VAR's failure to intervene. Now, the Rangers board have been accused of setting Danny Rohl up to fail, with the young German boss already in danger of becoming their next scapegoat. That's the damning verdict from pundits in the United States following the club's latest Europa League defeat to Roma, a result that deepened the crisis surrounding the Ibrox side. Rangers' 2-0 loss in Glasgow marked their fourth defeat in 4 European fixtures this season, leaving them bottom of their group and staring at an almost impossible task to reach the playoff rounds. It also continued Rohl's turbulent start to life in charge, as he's now suffered 3 defeats in his opening 5 matches since replacing Russell Martin in the dugout. Boots rang around Ibrox at full time, but much of the frustration was aimed not at Rohl himself, but at the club's hierarchy, namely Kevin Thelwell and Patrick Stewart. Discontent among supporters has grown louder with each setback, with fans voicing anger towards the ownership's decision-making, recruitment failures, and lack of a clear long-term vision. That feeling of sympathy for Rohl extended across the Atlantic as the CBS Sports panel weighed in on Rangers' ongoing struggles. Former USA international Charlie Davies didn't mince his words, insisting the 35-year-old coach had been set up to fail from the moment he arrived. Danny Rohl is in over his head, Davies said. The unfairness is maybe the job came too soon. It's the fault of Rangers ownership. When you're saying, Danny Rohl, come in, we're going to hire you. He has no experience managing players at this level. He has no experience winning trophies. He's set up to fail ex-West Ham, and Aston Villa midfielder Nigel Reo-Coker agreed, arguing that managing a club of Rangers' stature demands a certain presence and authority that takes time to build. When you manage a club like Rangers, you have to have something about you, Reo-Coker said. That arrogance, that presence. He's going to have senior players who've played so many games at high levels, and they'll be the ones watching training, listening to what he said. And it will be them who tell their close friends and family what he's like. Pundit Neko Kanta went even further, suggesting that Rohl could soon become the convenient fall guy for Rangers' deeper structural problems. This guy was managing in the Championship, and he wasn't even that good, Kanta claimed. It feels like a potential downfall of Danny Rohl. It can be such an easy scapegoat from the board for all of the problems the club has. Back home, the criticism was just as fierce. Former Rangers defender Alan Hutton told TNT Sports the club are crying out for help, stressing that the upcoming January window will be pivotal in determining whether Rohl can turn things around. January is massive, Hutton warned, pointing to the lack of depth and leadership within the squad. However, Ali McCoist was quick to pour cold water on the idea that one transfer window would be enough to fix the mess. No is the answer to that. Forget it. Forget one window. It might be 3, the Ibrox legend said. January's not the best window. You've got to balance the books, get some of them going in the opposite direction, and that's easier said than done. Still, McCoist offered words of encouragement for Rohl, praising his attitude and footballing knowledge. I think he speaks very, very well and should get a fair opportunity, he said. He clearly knows the game and what he's talking about, but it will take more than one window because that's a big job. A big job. The worrying thing for Rangers is they've regressed massively. As pressure mounts and results continue to disappoint, Rohl now finds himself in the unenviable position of trying to rebuild a club that many believe is crumbling from the top down. Whether he's given the time and resources to do so remains to be seen. But even this early into his tenure, some fear the damage may already be done. In other news, Mikey Moore insists he won't crumble under the pressure of Rangers as he looks to play a leading role in their Premiership recovery under new boss Danny Rohl. The German saw his side suffer a third defeat in 5 matches as Roma eased to a 2-0 Europa League victory at Ibrox. Rangers remain bottom of the standings and are one of only 2 teams, alongside 35th place Nice, to have failed to win any of their first 4 fixtures. The loss to Roma came on the back of the Hampden heartache against Celtic, as Rohl missed out on a place in the Premier Sports Cup final. A trip to face Dundee this weekend is a must-win for a side that are 14 points adrift of league leaders' Hearts. Moore impressed off the bench in the Old Firm loss and was handed a start at Ibrox. At 18, life in Glasgow is proving to be a harsh learning environment. It is one that the on-loan Tottenham Hotspur forward is enjoying though, as he looks to raise his own levels in the coming weeks. It is still early on the season as a team as well, Moore said. Personally, I've learnt so much about the team. We can change things, we can go and start picking up points and build some momentum. That's what we need to do, that's what I'm here to do. I need to start helping the team to win with more goals and assists. I think in my play, I have been a bit better, but I need to start showing that in my numbers as well. I knew that it was going to be big pressure. I think that's why I chose it. I didn't come up here not knowing that. I didn't think it wasn't going to be that way. I didn't think it was going to be easy for me. So yeah, I'm prepared to go through with this. We need to start picking up points and building momentum. We can't write it off now. We've got enough quality in the team and enough good players to start winning. We need to keep winning. That's all for now. We need to start building game by game. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We post all the latest Rangers news every single day, so join our fast growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.